as you can see, मेरे पास काफ़ी सारी जगह है इधर, काफ़ी वाइड में है. पहली बार मैं ऐसा वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ. And there is a special reason for it. And the reason is that from this episode, which is episode 6th, I am starting full video podcasts. By the way, if you're on YouTube, there is this timestamp you can go to go straight to the episode. Anyways. And to be honest, video podcast start करना मेरे comfort zone के बाहर ही था. So I am very glad that I'm able to do it now. I'm very glad that I've reached this stage. And I hope you guys are excited as well. So introducing today's guest on the podcast, I have with me Janvi Vichare, who is studying LLB right now, who is working towards becoming a lawyer right now. And before this, she was the vice president of IIMUN. If you don't know what IIMUN is, if you're like me, जो बहुत सुन चुका है MUN के बारे में, but detail में नहीं मालूम, if you are interested in that, if you are interested in the field of law, or you're just interested in watching my first video podcast, go to YouTube and watch the full episode. So this is me taking another step out of my comfort zone, and I just wanted to take this step as soon as possible. So actually ये जो episode है वो audio में पहले ही record हो चुका था, and अगला episode मैंने video में record किया था. But I thought let's do 5 video episodes and 5 audio episodes of the season 2, which makes the 10-week challenge just even more special, just even more challenging. So that's the intro. I'll see you in the full episode, the first full video episode of Above the Average. Okay, so we are recording, we are live. This is the technically the first video that will be going up on the podcast, which is a full video podcast, and I'm glad it is with you. Welcome to the podcast, Janvi.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast. I hope you're doing well. This is the second time I'm technically doing this, but still, it's a video. I'm still pretty nervous about this one.
I understand.
Yeah, so going ahead, let me ask you, what are you doing? Just give your basic introduction for the people.
So I'm doing nothing in life, like everybody else. My life is pretty much just like anybody else who's living in this pandemic. But ऐसे तो generally हम law कर रहे हैं. I finished my second year now.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all that I'm doing right now.
So how did this start? Law का जो है field, I am very alien to. I don't know much about it, but I'm going to ask you something. I don't know if it's right question to ask, but Suits देखने के बाद तुझे law में जाना था कि law देखने के बाद तूने Suits देखा?
Oh my god. No. So of course Suits has been going on for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But मैंने तो बहुत recently देखा.
Okay.
And it's because of my parents that I got to go in a ICSE school. I mean, back when we were schooling in 2001, I'm a 2001 born. So मतलब at that time, Bombay में भी ICSE schools were not that normal of a choice.
Exactly.
Educational choice that parents would make. So when I was in grade 7, we were introduced to a concept called the United Nations. And that's how I learned a little bit about the United Nations. I came to an understanding that okay, this is something that I'm extremely fascinated about, and this is something that I want to do for probably for the rest of my life. So I decided as a 13-year-old, and I think I'm sort of trying to live up to my 13-year-old self ever since.
Your 13-year-old dream, your dream when you were 13.
Right.
Amazing.
Right.
So what this was when you were in 6th, 7th? 7th standard. That is pretty young to decide कि मेरी ये dream है.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
What do you think was like the biggest lucrative factor of IMN that you found very interesting?
So Model UN is basically a simulation of the United Nations only.
Okay.
तो जैसे United Nations में actual world delegates go and discuss on world issues, Model UN में school kids, college kids, young minds come together and discuss actual problems like they are the heads of the nations.
Okay.
So that when that concept was introduced, I was taken aback, and I was blown. My mind was blown. I was like, what? You get to represent an entire country, and are you for real? So it is like drama only, but a more academic kind of a drama. And it's breathtaking. It's breathtaking. I mean, I remember going for my first Model UN conference when I was in grade 7, and it was Indian International Model United Nations' Mumbai Mega Conference, which was happening in the World Trade Center. And there were people who were 23-year-old, 26-year-old, who were coming in as delegates of the United States of America, China, US, UK. And I was there as a 7th grader. And I was like, what is happening? I don't know the first thing that they are talking about. And I was in the World Bank Committee. And just take a guess. What country would I have represented?
At that time?
At that time.
Let's say Ireland.
No, it's not, okay, so hint, it's not a generic country that people talk about, okay? It's not US, UK, China, Russia. And if you win, like if you take a correct guess, I'll GPay $100 after this podcast.
Okay.
$100.
Money on the line.
So just take a guess. It's a third world, it's not third world, but it's also not a mainstream country.
मुझे ज़्यादा countries के नाम याद ही नहीं आ रहे हो. पर
Geography, come on.
ए से क्या नाम है वो? अंबरनाथ नहीं.
Anbarath is not even a country.
मुझे ए से Andorra.
Oh no.
So then
okay,
what?
Okay, you got one guess, you blew it, I'll say. So no $100, but it was Luxembourg. Okay. So so for those of you who don't know what a Model UN is, or even what United Nations is, so the world wars हुए, right? The first World War happened, and League of Nations was formed. So League of Nations was a peacekeeping organization globally, right? League of Nations fail हुआ, which is why World War II हुआ, right? And after World War II, the disaster was more the intensity of the disaster was much higher than what the First World War caused. And that's when heads of the countries came together and like, we cannot afford a third World War. We just can't, right? Pandemic में जान जा रही है, World War हुआ तो क्या ही हो जाएगा, right? That's how United Nations was formed. 50 countries came together, signed a charter, which is called the Atlantic Charter. And that's how the UN is formed. So UN ka headquarters is in New York, USA, wherein now United Nations has 193 countries as member nations. So all these 193 countries sit together, discuss about world problems like women rights, like poverty, like hunger, like children rights, etc. Right? So all of this is happening at a central and a global level where actual people are coming and talking about issues, world issues or whatever. And Model United Nations, same thing is happening, but school kids are talking, college kids are talking. So the working is the same. It's the same. It's just that a school kid is doing it, and that's the whole beauty of it. I mean, जिनको pronunciation नहीं आता है words का, जिनको foreign treaties क्या होता है वो नहीं पता है, these people still come together and talk about these things and become all pretentious and stuff.
I mean, if you have to talk about actual world things like problems and issues, and you have to research about it, right?
Of course, there's a lot of research that goes into a Model UN. I mean, first and the last step of money is research. जितना research करोगे उतना बात करने को अच्छा.
So that's what I was saying, that research तुम कर रहे हो खुद ही, right? So उसके वजह से तुम्हारा mentality उतना better होता है. You read more, you learn more.
I mean, when I was in grade 7, I was reading about goddamn World Bank statistics, and मुझे पता भी नहीं था यार World Bank होता क्या है.
What?
And I was in grade 7. So exactly, I mean, हमको geography history से फुर्सत नहीं होता है grade 7 में, and here we are talking about World Bank. So it's like a step ahead from your academic excellence or your syllabus or whatever, and that's the whole beauty of it. I mean, you're outdoing your age.
Right.
And you know what's the most crucial aspect of a Model UN? It keeps you up with what's actually happening in the world. And when you sit at a job interview, say, मतलब अभी हम तो बड़े हो गए हैं, but when I was in grade 7 and I was often told this by my mentors and all, when you sit for that ultimate interview, they're not going to ask you what you learned in grade 6 and 7. They're going to ask you what's happening in today's world. And when you can do that in class 6, 7, 8 and 9, why do you have to sit till you're 25 years old and struggle 1 week before your actual interview by going through newspapers and struggling and watching news channels and etc. So when you can do this and when you can put yourself in the habit of doing this at a very tender age, why wait for such a long time?
That is amazing, and that is something I guess I would have loved to have अगर हमारे स्कूल में आता, हमारे SSC स्कूल में आ जाता तो. But the reason I'm saying that is because as you said कि रियल लाइफ में जो एक मेंटालिटी होती है वो काफ़ी अलग होती है. एज यू सेड, इंटरव्यू में तुम जाते हो, उसके बाद यू आर गोइंग फॉर एन इंटरव्यू फॉर अ जॉब. द जॉब लाइफ इज कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट देन व्हाट यू हैव डन बिफोर. So yeah, that is amazing. And another thing that I wanted to ask you about, Ayman, is okay, just tell me what do you do when you go to the MUN for the first time? क्या होता है उधर? तुम क्या, from a first person view, what do you do?
Okay. So supposing मैं बिल्कुल नहीं इस पूरे मॉडल UN के सर्कस में, I am एकदम न्यू. Okay. So what they're going to do is, एक कमिटी होती है, like the United Nations also has a lot of committees. Security Council है, Disarmament and Security Council है, UNICEF है, World Health Organization है, World Bank है, etc. etc. So in Model UN also different committees are there. So you are given a committee, you are assigned a country. So I am from India, तो ऐसे naturally मेरे को इंडिया ही represent करने को मिलेगा, ऐसे नहीं है. I can be given a third world country.
Like Luxembourg, which I knew.
Like Luxembourg. Right, like Luxembourg. ठीक है. So you're given a committee, you're given a country, and you're given an agenda. Agenda is basically the problem that committee is facing. तो अभी वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है कोविड. एक्चुअली सारे कमिटीज का सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है कोविड. सो दैट कैन बी द एजेंडा ऑफ द कमिटी. एजेंडा इज बेसिकली द प्रॉब्लम दैट कमिटी इज फेसिंग. सो आफ्टर द कोर्स ऑफ द कॉन्फ्रेंस 2 days होता है, 5 days होता है, 3 days होता है. सो ऑल द डेलीगेट्स कम टुगेदर, डिस्कस, बट डिस्कस इन अकॉर्डेंस विद दर वर्ल्ड पॉलिसी, मतलब सॉरी कंट्री पॉलिसीज. लाइक अगर इंडिया और पाकिस्तान फ्रेंड्स नहीं है, तो अगर मैं और मेरे बेस्ट फ्रेंड का पोर्टफोलियो इंडिया और पाकिस्तान है, हम भाईचारा नहीं दिखा सकते कमेटी में. ओके, बिकॉज आवर फॉरेन पॉलिसीज फॉरबिड अस फ्रॉम डूइंग इट. सो इन the capacity of a delegate of a country, you sit, you discuss, there is a procedure that is followed during the discussion also. ऐसे ही उठ के नहीं बात कर सकते हैं. So that entire procedural debate होता है, वो 2, 3, 5 दिन का whatever, and at the end of it they come up with a resolution. Resolution is basically the solution to the problem.
Okay. So you have to go there, sit in between a bunch of people who are there for arguing. मतलब उनका मेन काम ही आर्ग्यू करना है वो टाइम पे.
Absolutely. Right? मतलब मुझे तो इतनी चिढ़ मचती है ना, सुबह 7 बजे का कमेटी सेशन होता है, people are yelling and I'm like, my first shot of caffeine has not hit me, calm down. Right? But जितना फॉर्मल ये साउंड करता है, जितना डिफिकल्ट ये साउंड करता है, उतना ही अमेजिंग फन फिल्ड एक्सपीरियंस एंड एनरिचिंग एक्सपीरियंस होता है. मतलब मुझे याद नहीं है, मैं एक MUN गई हूँ एंड आई हैवंट कम बैक विद एटलीस्ट विदाउट हैविंग मेड 5 to 10 फ्रेंड्स. ठीक है, और ये तो एक कमिटी में हो गया. ठीक है, बहुत सारे कमिटीज होते हैं, बहुत सारे अलग लोग आ जाते हैं, एंड इट्स फन, इट्स मैडनेस, बट इट्स फन.
It is such an amazing like way to first of all make friends, as you said. Then second of all, absolutely, expand your learnings. I mean, तुम हमारी बात, like you talked about Luxembourg. What if I talked about Andorra? Now I learn about Luxembourg and you learn about Andorra.
Correct, absolutely.
We've been talking about Model UN for very long, but we have not talked about your journey in the Model UN, right? So you started as just one. What are you called? Delegate, right? When you go for the first time, you're still called delegate. So you started from a delegate.
Delegate is basically participant in a Model UN conference.
So you started as a participant of a MUN, which is MUN, but you ended up as the vice president of IIMUN. So what is that journey? How did you manage to do that?
So if people can make out, you and I know each other for a long time, but if people can already make out by now, it's difficult for me to just keep my mouth shut, right? It's difficult.
Very.
I can try, but yeah. So I have to constantly keep talking, and it's a quintessential need. It's a condition. Okay. So IIMUN is basically a Model UN company, and I can very proudly say that it's the world's largest youth-run organization as of today. So IIMUN was very new when it came to my school, when it came to my campus. And again, they were discussing and explaining the concept of a MUN. And I'm like, what is this nonsense? I mean, why would a 7th grader want to sign up for something so deadly as this? And that confusion was all over my face, okay? So a guy walked up to me and he's like, what's up? He just said, what's up? And I opened my mouth and I was speaking to him for as long as 2.5 hours, okay? And I just kept talking and I was like, what is this? Why is this? And I said a lot of different things in that conversation. I don't even recollect whatever I said. And at the end of it, he just said, will you come and work for me? I'm like, what? Stranger danger alert. What is this? Why would I come and work for you? And who are you? So he's like, I am the founder president of IIMUN and my name is Rishabh. I was zapped. I'm like, Janvi, you should have really just shut up. So I was like, but hey, I am in 7th grade and I am in a school going normal kid. How do I do this? So he said, leave that up to me. He spoke to the management. He spoke to my parents. He convinced them and I started working in the organization. I started as another team member, like very timid, very chotu, you know. I don't know the first thing about how a Model UN is conducted. But eventually, I think my age has always played a very small role in the way I have worked in life. तो मेरा बचपन से एक ही ये था, मैं जो भी करूँ जिंदगी में, even if it's homework or even if it's an assignment or whatever it is, I don't want a second person to redo my work. So I do it to the best of my ability. किसी को अच्छा लगे ना लगे, that's different. But I like to give my 100%. So of course I was a very small kid and people were like, they did not trust Rishabh's judgment enough because he just played a hunch with me, right? But I still did everything. I mean, even if it's a small list or if it's a presentation or whatever it is, I ensured that I did it to the best of my ability. And little by little, people started trusting me that, okay, she's all right. I mean, you can put burden on her. And little by little, that started happening. And my first conference was Surat Model UN. I am on Surat conference. And my team, the head of my team, head of that conference, had some emergency that he had to attend. And his shoes fell empty. I mean, somebody had to fill that position. And again, Rishabh stepped in and said, let Janvi fill that position. And everybody was naturally blown away. And so was I. I'm like, what the hell, man? Ye to pressure ho gaya zindagi mein. But he's like, no, let her do it. And it was a temporary arrangement. It was an interim, I was playing an interim director. And but that conference took off and took shape so well. It became IIMUN's largest conference. मतलब जितने भी किए थे उसमें से Surat conference was the most happening and the largest conference. And it was just surreal. And I mean, everything just fell in place. Okay, there was a lot of hard work, definitely. But everything just fell in place. And I ended up actually going on paper as the Director General of that conference.
Wow.
And वो interim arrangement या temporary arrangement permanent हो गया. And that's how my journey kick-started in IIMUN. Little by little pats on the back, little promotions happened. And we finally went international. IMN started as a discussion between four minds at a coffee table, and today it goes on to annually impact 10 lakh students around the globe. So it's quite an achievement, and it's not, I mean, मेरा तो कुछ है ही नहीं, मतलब I am just another helping hand, but it's all because of Rishabh, I think, and his vision and his ability to lead the youth. He's influenced so many minds like me and shaped so many lives like me. So, yeah, I think that was my journey in IMN. And one of my fondest memories, or one of the biggest achievement for us in the entire organization, is that we flew 150 delegates from India to the United Nations headquarters in New York and conducted a Model UN conference in the headquarters of New York. And UN. The actual UN, right. And that being said, there were Japanese, there were Americans, there were Koreans, there were German, there were French who were dressed in Indian clothes and who were eating Indian cuisine and who were trying to talk in Hindi. So the idea of India being promoted globally was something magnanimous and breathtaking in that conference. So that was, I think, one of the most bizarre things that have come in our heads. And I think no other organization has ever tried to do something like this. But yeah, I think that's one of the best memories, because nothing like, waving the tricolor in another nation and having, global citizens salute your flag. So it was a very, very proud moment, and it was beautiful.
That is just so crazy, impressive, and so very much crazy. Interesting, because there are so many things that you said, like from starting as just a participant, and Rishabh putting his vote of confidence in you.
Absolutely.
And that ending up in you becoming the vice president of IMN.
नहीं, वो तो मतलब ऐसे ही हो गया.
वो तो ऐसे ही हो गया. वो तो हमने कुछ नहीं किया, वो तो भगवान की देन है.
हमने कुछ नहीं किया.
A huge congratulations, even though now you don't still work with IMN, right?
I don't work with IMN, but once a part of IMN, always a part of IMN. So it's just a matter of one phone call. Arey Janvi, we need you, and we need to do this. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm there in the office next day.
That is so amazing. And props to you again from going from a participant to a vice president. So you worked with Rishabh, the CEO. You can call him the CEO, right?
Founder
president of IMN, very closely, right?
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely.
So coming back to your personal experience and your personal learnings, abhi bhi tum ho to student hi.
Right?
You have worked with the founder of IMN. You have been the vice president. मतलब एक जो job profile हम बोलते हैं, vice president is a job profile. You've got an experience from it, but you're still a student, and you were a student while doing that, which by the way is just crazy. But let me ask you, what do you think was the biggest tool or the biggest skill that you learned from working, not just from months, not just from conducting months, but working behind the scenes, working as the reaching towards vice president and working as the vice president?
If I had to, it's very hard. I mean, that question is super difficult to answer in just a few lines. But I think one quality or something that Rishabh has put in my head and it never really left my head was that leadership and what I learned about leadership. So naturally, I was put under, I was made to walk in the shoes of a leader very soon in life. And one thing that he told me, and it's stuck with me ever since, is that a leader has the biggest share in the loss of a team and the smallest in the victory.
Wow.
So ऐसे भी हुआ है बहुत बारी कि when you do big conference or you do anything, मतलब घर में शादी को लेके ग्लोबल मॉडल UN कॉन्फ्रेंस करने तक हर इवेंट जो हम करते हैं, हर जो चीज़ हम करते हैं उसमें कुछ ना कुछ लूप होल्स तो रह ही जाता है, राइट? एंड दैट टाइम you have to step in and say it's my responsibility. Any team member doing anything which is not in accordance to what he is actually supposed to be doing ultimately falls under the head of a leader. And जब एक conference actually success कर जाता है ना, तब it's always team effort. It's not my victory. It's not going on my name. It's going on the name of the team, right? So that's one thing that मतलब ऐसे गांठ बांध लिया मैंने मेरे दिमाग में कि लीडर हो तो ये ऐसे ही है, मतलब it's a thumb rule for me. And but other than this, I think one life skill that I have learned is communication and presentation.
Yeah.
I mean, I can bullshit my way through life like a pro. Like a pro. मुझे कुछ नहीं आता होगा, but it's just the way I present myself. Even if I want to go for no matter what kind of a conference it is, not just months, any other debating competition, whatever it is, I make sure that I am ready for it. I am dressed well for it. That my hair is smelling good, looking good. So when you look good now, you suddenly walk 2 feet taller.
Yeah.
That's what I think, right? So that's the effort, that's the extra mile you go for yourself to make yourself feel comfortable and accepted in that ambience. Because you know, it's only so natural कि अगर तुम टी-शर्ट और जीन्स पहन के कोई कॉन्फ्रेंस में जा रहे हो तो you are anyway, मतलब स्टार्टिंग से you are feeling alienated in that entire ambience, right? But वही चीज़, if you're dressed up well and if you're dressed formally, if you're wearing a blazer, if your hair is all set back and you know neat and tidy, you suddenly feel like you're a part of that process. You're a part of that ambience, right? So this is something that I learned. तो मैं जब भी ऑफिस भी जाती थी ना, when I was a kid, मैं जब भी ऑफिस भी जाती थी ना, मैं स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म एक तो स्कूल वॉशरूम में चेंज करती थी, या फिर I used to go in and change in the car, or I used to do something. But मैं ऑफिस स्कूल यूनिफॉर्म में नहीं जाती थी या कैजुअल अटायर में नहीं जाती थी. तो आई ऑलवेज हैड अ बैग विथ मी दैट हैड फॉर्मल क्लोथ्स एंड फॉर्मल पेयर ऑफ शूज, बिकॉज you know that's something that's going to stay. I mean, मैं तो लॉ कर रही हूँ यार, मेरा जिंदगी जाने वाला है ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट पहनने में, but that's something that I'm just going to live, you just going to have to live with it, right? So yeah, and communication तो definitely, I mean, like I said, I just keep bullshitting my way through life. So these are the 2-3 major things that I learned while I was working.
Yeah. And in my opinion, these are like the best things you could have at a young age.
I mean,
yeah, it is. These are life skills, and these are the life skills that you will need in any, like, not just in
any
a job,
field,
but anywhere. Like family में ही, friends में, कहीं पे भी चले जाओ. These are the skills that will first of all make you feel better about yourself in the first place, which is communication. And if you are someone who, if you have the personality of leadership, if you don't have a personality of leadership, whatever it is, if you do such jobs which like months, and you do lead a team, you do all of these things, and जुगाड़ जो तुमने बोला, first of all, you did all that, the carrying an extra bag of clothes in 7th standard, by the way.
Yeah.
So तब से ही you know how to work around things, you know how to, as we call it, जुगाड़, right?
जुगाड़.
And Indians call it jugaad, but it's work. It's a part of work.
It is.
Right?
It is, absolutely.
And having that under your belt, I mean, that is probably the best thing you have after, like, while qualifying, while doing your degree and going towards a job. And that is the main thing that we talk about on the podcast, which is going from being a student to becoming a big, successful, whatever you want to be.
Absolutely.
That is that amazing. It has been very, very great, and so many interesting things talking with you, and just amazing talking to you. Before I let you go, I will like to ask you कि अभी आगे जाते हैं from going to IMN and doing law. You are doing LLB, right?
Yeah, I'm doing undergraduation LLB. So that's BLS LLB.
BLS LLB.
Bachelor of Legal Science. LLB.
Yeah, Bachelor of Legal Science LLB. The only main thing that I know about that is that you have to start making your portfolio as you go ahead to become a bigger lawyer, to become a successful lawyer in the future, right? So what are your current jobs? What are your current involvements in the field of law?
Right. तो ऐसे है ना कि हमारे कंट्री में every fifth person is pursuing law. ठीक है, every fifth student is pursuing law. That's the rate of lawyers that we have in the country right now. But जो एक हाई कोर्ट के सामने बैठ के स्टैम्प बेचता है उसने भी LLB किया है, और जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केसेस लड़ रहा है उसने भी LLB किया है, right? Okay. But the only difference between that stamp vendor and the person who's actually fighting top-notch cases is the way that they have worked on themselves in these 5 years or 3 years of studying, right? तो अभी ऐसे है ना, law is huge and it's wide, right? After completing my LLB, I can fight divorce cases also, and I can do international law also, right? Yeah. So, and all it is requiring is my LLB certificate, correct? LLM, that's masters or specialization is secondary, but ये primary चीजें तो मैं LLB होते ही कर सकती हूँ, correct? So, in these 5 years, what I have to do is I have to do a lot of internships, correct? I have to do internships in corporate offices. I have to do internships under a Supreme Court or a High Court lawyer. I have to do internships in customs or whatever it is, wherever my liking is. And at the end of those 5 years, I can sit and decide, अच्छा मेरा ये experience यहाँ पे ये है, तो where is my calling lying? And after I've understood where my calling is, I can probably think about landing a good job at the end of my 5 years. Correct? तो अभी तो मुझे भी ये चीज़ आई थिंक फर्स्ट ईयर के बाद पता चली कि अच्छा नहीं ऐसे भी होता है कि यू हैव टू फिगर योर वे आउट, बिकॉज हमको तो ऐसे ही बताया गया यार कॉलेज चले जाओ पढ़ाई कर लो डिग्री मिल जाएगी, ऐसे नहीं होता है. बट यू हैव टू एक्चुअली स्टार्ट गेटिंग और लैंडिंग इंटर्नशिप्स इन योर फर्स्ट सेकेंड थर्ड फोर्थ फिफ्थ ईयर, राइट? फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड ईयर में इंटर्नशिप लैंड करना डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है, बट लाइक इट्स नॉट इम्पॉसिबल, you can still land it. I landed, and if I can do it, anybody can do it, right? अभी 10 महीने मैंने एनिमल वेलफेयर में इंटर्नशिप किया. So there's a wonderful organization called as the Citizens for Animal Protection Foundation. It is in Thane. So I love animals and I'm doing law. So I put the 2 and 2 together and I'm working for animals in the on the legal front. Again, I started as an intern and I ended up being a project coordinator. Okay. So we're doing wonderful projects and we are working very hard on the legal front. And that's been my journey for animal welfare for like good 10 months now. Other than that, yeah, मेरा छोटा मोटा चीज़ चलते रहता है लॉ में कि कभी रिसर्च पेपर लिख लिया, कभी कोई कोर्स कर लिया.
Yeah, amazing. But I want to ask you one small question about कि ये जो internships है, are you told from your teachers or like is this a what do you say recommended thing to do?
Okay, so teachers तो कभी ऐसे नहीं बोलेंगे कि क्लास बंक करो और internship कर लो. Teachers are never going to say this. But it's out of research and from talking to a lot of people after doing a good amount of socialization, I figured out that internships are your only way around the legal profession. Because if you realize, we never say that somebody has learned the law. Yeah. We always say he's practicing law, because you can never learn it as a whole, right? So having said that, the more you practice makes a man perfect, right? It's a very horrible, cringy phrase to be used here. But I'm just going to go with that. So the more you practice, the more you sort of keep doing that, the more you understand what's happening in the actual world, the better you're going to get at it. सो टीचर्स तो मतलब हमारे कॉलेज में तो कभी नहीं बताया कि अरे ज़रा इंटर्नशिप करके आओ, ज़रा ऑफिस में ज़्यादा बैठो, ये लेक्चर्स मत अटेंड करो, ऐसे तो कभी नहीं बताया. बट माई सीनियर्स आर गुड. पीपल आई नो who are pursuing law, who have pursued law, have constantly told me the same thing, that जितना इंटर्नशिप करोगे, जितना बाहर दुनिया देखोगे, उतना फायदे में रहोगे.
Adding on to what you were saying कि टीचर्स नहीं बताते हमें and you have to do it and you don't have, मतलब तूने जैसे बोला कि वो जो वेंडर है versus the actual lawyer, they both have LLBs, so they both are lawyers,
they both have
right?
LLBs. Absolutely.
Comparing that to whatever I have seen up till now in engineering, engineers में भी ऐसे होता है कि there's a range of people, there's a range of hierarchy and both of them are just engineers, and yes, there is a difference between the colleges that they're from, but still a lot of the times an engineer from the same college, two engineers from the same college could end up being on the top and the bottom of the hierarchy.
Absolutely. Right? Curiosity होता है ना, that hunger for what it actually is, वो होता है. So you have to constantly go that extra mile for yourself, not just in my field but any field. So it's about understanding what you actually are doing and wanting to do it in the most correct way. I mean, you know, this is just again an opinion, but हमारे कंट्री में हम हसल को बहुत ग्लोरीफाई करते हैं. लाइक अरे इसने इतने बचपन में इतना टाइम वेस्ट, आई मीन इतना टाइम खुद पे काम किया, इतनी पढ़ाई की. बट इफ़ यू आर एबल टू achieve the same thing by being much relaxed in the process, by taking care of yourself, by having a healthy 8-hour sleep cycle, by eating on time, by giving family time and everything, then why do I glorify that hustle? So it depends on person to person, but वो गंदे वर्क एथिक्स को ग्लोरीफाई करना मेरे ख्याल से बहुत स्टूपिड थिंग होता है.
And adding to what you just said about hustle, and another word that you said which was very interesting, which is curiosity. So first, talking about hustle, by the way, I mean hustle is something that it's not just glorified in India, it's glorified around the world. Humanity, मतलब सब लोग ऐसे ही है कि hustle किया मतलब तू अभी सक्सेसफुल हो जाएगा, मतलब हो गया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. There is a lot of thing that there is a lot more that goes into being successful other than hustle.
Probably ये कॉन्वर्जेशन अगर हमारे पेरेंट्स सुनेंगे तो देखो लाइक 20-21 साल के बच्चे लाइफ लेसन बता रहे हैं. बट व्हाट दे रियली डोंट अंडरस्टैंड इज 20-21 साल के बच्चे पूरा फुल फ्लेजेड बिजनेस चला रहे हैं, बिकॉज दे हैव दैट फोरसाइट, दे हैव दैट विजन इन फ्रंट ऑफ देम, राइट? सो ये चीजें ओल्डर जनरेशन को समझने में थोड़ा टाइम लग जाएगा, प्रॉब्ली कभी नहीं समझ पाएंगे, बट द न्यूअर जनरेशन प्रॉब्ली ये सब देख के और वेल इक्विप्ड है. I mean, they are being born in the generation of YouTube. I have a friend's son who is in India. I mean, both of their parents, one is a Tamilian, one is a Maharashtrian, but his son, her son speaks in proper American accent. 4-year-old, proper American accent. Because दिन भर YouTube देखता है यार, दिन भर. So, and I mean, when we watch a show like Breaking Bad, we suddenly have a British accent, right? तो वो तो 4 साल का बच्चा, उसका grasping power हमसे
pass me that
right. Exactly my point. So वो तो फिर भी 4 साल का बच्चा, उसका grasping power हमसे 100 times ज़्यादा है, right?
Clubbing all of those things and all of the topics that we have talked about, I want to add something, which is, first of all, you said that the new coming generation after us is going to be so much more well equipped and so much quickly successful or quickly hard work in the mentality.
मेरे को ऐसा लगता है वो तो 10 साल में ही ऐसे पता नहीं Forbes में आने लग जाएंगे.
And उसका एक reason है which I was going to talk about before, which is curiosity. अब curiosity उनको, हमको भी थी, हम जब बच्चे थे. हम, अगर मैं मेरा एग्जांपल लूँ तो मेरी क्यूरियोसिटी चली गई स्पोर्ट्स में. And if I take your example, which is a very fortunate yet very impressive example, which is that your curiosity went to Ironman and Mans, right? And that has shaped you to what you are today. I would like to add this again to Mans and Ironman, which is that Ironman's work is creating opportunities for kids to actually explore their curiosity. This is a topic, मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा fish posh बहुत ज़्यादा बातें हो गई, but हाँ, this is the reality, this is what is happening, and this is the reason.
It's like giving them a platform.
Exactly.
कि तुम्हारे दिमाग, just imagine an 8th grader coming up with solutions to a problem which is faced by the entire world.
Yeah, exactly.
And the perspective is so fresh, the understanding is so different, and sometimes even we as adults, I mean, I consider myself an adult, don't क्या बोलते हैं, ये नहीं करो मुझे, don't hate, but yeah, I mean, we as adults, we just go like, ये क्या बोल दिया यार इसने, I mean, this is something that we didn't think about. And in IIMN, what we do is, at the end of the year, we sit with the resolutions. After every conference, we accumulate the resolutions, and the ones that are extremely brilliant and are genuinely having the potential of being implemented in real life, we forward that to the United Nations, and they actually read what an 8th grader, 9th grader, and 10th grader has to say.
Wow.
Right? So it's phenomenal that, you know, things like these are happening, not just IIMN, but like MUNs in general, or even other things, other conferences or conventions that take place.
This podcast has been long enough. I don't know if people have made it till the end of it. हम 22-20 yeah, I really do, but हम 22-20 साल के बच्चों ने अभी लाइफ के बारे में जो बातें की हैं वो पता नहीं कितने लोगों को सुननी थी. But I really hope that people were entertained and people learned from the ex-vice president of IIMUN. And maybe the people, if they are young right now or whatever, if they're students right now, they could join MUNs in the future. After listening to this.
I mean, no matter whatever walk of life you're in, I'm going to bully you into, participating in one MUN also. But yeah, I mean, एक बार ही मन करके देखो, there's no going back. There's just no going back, right?
I was very close to joining one, but I don't know, it just didn't happen from my side.
Yeah. You know, never say never.
Yeah. I think I'll try something like that. I have too many things to do in life, but yeah. Again, let's not stretch it out even more. Let's not go into another rabbit hole, which is मैंने अभी तक MUN क्यों नहीं किया है. Let's end the episode today. By the way, thank you so much for doing this with me.
Thank you a lot for having me. I mean, I've invited myself plenty of times on this podcast, but I mean, finally doing this was phenomenal, and great conversations have always been stirred over the course of our friendship. So yeah, thank you, and a lot of luck for you for starting this. I was so intrigued when you began this. I think a year ago, I guess. No? Yeah, so you've come a long way.
वीडियो पे आ गया हूँ भाई, full on वीडियो हो गया है.
वीडियो पे आ गए हो यार, and I was the first.
Yeah, you are.
So yeah, I mean, to always trying something new and always stepping out of your comfort zone. I think many congratulations to you, and a huge amount of love and respect for what you're doing in life.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure and a privilege being on this podcast today.
It was a privilege having you on the podcast as well. It was really fun, and हमने सोचा था कि हम लॉ और IIMN के बारे में बात करेंगे और हमने लाइफ टिप्स देना शुरू कर दिया. I mean, if at the end of an episode we are talking about life, the episode was good.
Good, absolutely.
So yeah, thank you so much for doing this with me again. If the people are still here, so नहीं गए हैं अब तक. So thank you so much for making it till the end of the episode. We could still go deeper into मन में क्या होता है, तूने क्या किया, हमने क्या किया, उसने क्या किया. And I would like to do that maybe in the future. Let's see what happens. But yeah, that's it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.